What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Is Roadhog finally back? Let's talk today about the new Roadhog we got a little while ago and if he's actually suitable in a team comp. Then we'll be moving on to how you should be playing the new Hog. I know I mentioned it several times in my previous videos about how, Roadhog is still terrible and Blizzard's buffing him incorrectly, but if we take a couple seconds to look at how he's doing right now, it isn't as bad as I first thought. First of all, let's talk about his pick rate. Of course, as with all heroes, pick rate is never balanced, and I think Roadhog is probably the finest example of this. I'm sure we all remember when Roadhog was broken and his pick rate was around 7.6%, which is insane, by the way. After the huge nerf, his pick rate fell the most I think any pick rate has ever fallen. For the longest time, it's been settled around 1% when everyone realized he wasn't worth playing whatsoever. You see, the strangest thing just happened. You know, it's really weird, but since the start of Season 6, his pick rate has actually risen by around 2.2%, which is also a really high number for just a few days. What we're seeing is the community realizing that Roadhog is no longer as useless as he has been for several months now. So let's talk about how much better Roadhog has gotten and how to play with the new Hog playstyle. So, it's been really weird with how Roadhog fits into the team comp. It used to be that Roadhog would need a lot of attention, a lot of healing, a strong healer like Ana, some consistent healing like Mercy, but some sort of medium to strong healer to keep him healthy on the front lines. But remember now that Roadhog has that 50% damage reduction, and I think you know where I'm going with this. Roadhog is now perfect in team comps with low healing like only one Mercy or with both a Lucio and Zenyatta. His ability to body block damage and still get that healing out of it is actually really helpful. Before, there wasn't really a way to keep the damage off of Roadhog while he's healing himself, and there wasn't enough healing in general to keep him strong in long drawn out fights. It's not only that he works in low healing comps, his take a breather buff is so much more powerful than you first think. First of all, it guarantees that Roadhog is getting that healing that he invested his time into getting from his ability. Secondly, it's now an actively used ability, something you can use to block damage from your teammates or to get yourself to where you need to be. It's all about Roadhog's survivability and how much more impact he can have in the fight. With the changes to his damage, it was very difficult to get value from being very aggressive. His damage simply wasn't enough for him to stay alive while hunting for the kill because taking a breather wouldn't do nearly enough for him. Now though, it's super easy to look for the kill and even 1v1 situations are possible. Not that he's really meant for 1v1s anymore, but if you're ever caught in one, you have a better chance of winning it. It's also an ability you can use aggressively, often, and actively. It's almost as good as Winston's ultimate for what it's meant to do. With Winston's ultimate, you try to push around an ulting Soldier or Genji, and this would essentially negate their ultimates. For especially in Soldier's case, blocking the damage from his ultimate and using that as an opportunity to land a hook on him is incredibly valuable. That wasn't possible before the change because you couldn't move during the heal duration, and the damage reduction was not in place. The body blocking is really powerful against all sorts of ults. For a list of ultimates you can now survive in a realistic game situation, it includes Tac Visor, Diva Bomb, High Noon if you time it perfectly, Meteor Strike, Rocket Barrage, potentially another Roadhog ultimate, hasn't been tested yet, but, maybe. Death Blossom, Dragon Strike, Dragon Blade, Riptire, and Pulse Bomb. That is a huge number of ultimates that he can now survive with his new Take a Breather. Now he can body block, shut down ultimates, and survive a ton of ultimates himself. But why would you ever take Roadhog over Diva in any situation? Because if we take a second to look at Diva's damage denial capabilities and her ability to survive / shut down ultimates, it's a lot better than Roadhog's. First of all, Defense Matrix deletes the damage entirely rather than just tanking it, and it doesn't have as long of a cooldown as Take a Breather, so you can use it a lot more often and more actively. Diva's really strong against most ultimates and can peel more effectively than Roadhog can with his hook. Well, if you take Roadhog, you're trading the flexibility of Defense Matrix for an incredibly tanky and deceptive ability. Before the recent update, Roadhog was, a little bit afraid to step on the point because he was such an easy target and gave out free ult charge to everybody. His damage wasn't enough and his healing wasn't enough, and combined he didn't see a lot of action on the front. With his new changes though, he's never been happier to hop onto a point and run right into your face. When he's a huge target all up in your face, it's really hard not to think he's one of the highest priorities because of how much of a threat he is directly to you. In a way, he's essentially tricking you into thinking he's high priority, and just as you think you're close to killing him, he pops his healing and walks right out of there. All your progress is gone, he's back to full, you didn't get the ult charge you expected, you didn't kill him, and meanwhile, his hook cooldown is only dropping. In a way, the longer Roadhog lasts in a battle now, the more impact he will have as he brings targets in and blocks the damage from ever reaching his team. I think we all know what this means. Roadhog is finally an actual tank now. Oh my god, Blizzard, what did it take, like only a year and a little bit, but you finally made Roadhog deserving of his tank slot. Personally, I'm really glad we're seeing the rise of Roadhog again and how impactful he can indirectly be. I guess we're going full circle here because we can talk about what kind of slot in the team comp you want him to fill. Well, obviously he's going to be taking one of the tank slots, but he's also going to be supporting the healer slots too. You can play a game with just a Mercy, or you can have that Lucio and Zenyatta comp because his self-healing is enough to keep himself healthy, so the healing efforts can be pumped into the other tank. One of the best team comps you can have with Roadhog in it is really just having a Mercy solo heal and getting another self-healing character, whether it be Soldier or Sombra or Mei, to fill out the other healer slot. After that, you can throw the dice to fill out the rest of the comp because the healing part is saturated enough. Obviously, having a second tank is advised, probably a Zarya or a D.Va. To combat this new Roadhog, what you're going to want to do is take the problem head on. Because of Roadhog's thick mass, he's great for space denial, and what you're really going to want to do is create space for your team. The best heroes for that are actually Junkrat and Lucio if you can manage to boop him out of the way. Moving the Hog out of position is denying his most valuable asset, which is now his ability to block damage and reach in for those hooks. So with the very small pointers I just gave you, I'm sure you can start to get an idea to how to deal with Roadhog, because we have to admit it now, Roadhog's an actual threat that we have to look out for, and if we don't learn the ways around his potential damage, ultimate, and space denials, it's going to be a tough season. I know I've said this, but I'm really looking forward to how well Roadhog's gonna do this season. I didn't see it coming at all, and it's a pretty pleasant surprise to me at least. Tell me what you guys think about how Roadhog's playing right now, and be sure to let me know whether you're loving the changes or if you're still looking for more. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Check out the Discord link in the description to talk to other subs, and if you want to have a chance to meet me over chat, you can check out my PSN down below as well, and I'll try to find the time to play a match or two with some fans. This is Carter signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day.